What's up, everybody? Peeezy here, gonna recap my last few days. I did make a video yesterday, but I did not upload it. I didn't feel like the content was up to par or good enough to be. Just didn't really have much to talk about. So I've been busy the past few days over the weekend as well, so I wasn't able to make a video recapping a lot of things. I had a Braves team total get rained out, and then the next day I came back with I came back with an MLB money line at even money. I forget what team it was, plus 100. That smacked. And then yesterday I had, I'm sorry, fucking goddamn, my brain's mush. Then I had, oh yeah, it was Rockies money line plus 100. And then, oh shit, just anyways, fuck it, man. Let's get on to yesterday, bro. Jazz plus 2. I took the Jazz plus 2. Before game time, they ended up being 6.5 point favorites. So with the crazy line movement, I thought I had beat the market, got the best number, and was in a good position for a nice little W. Was looking like that for pretty much the whole game too, or the first half of the game. Coming out of the second half, the Utah Jazz coach decided to sit all of his starters. Every single starter. Joe Ingles, nobody. I mean, Mike Conley, none of those guys. I didn't see any of them play at all the whole second half, and they ended up dropping it. They ended up losing, and the Mavs are bums, man. The Mavs are bums. They do not have a good supporting cast. You got Seth Curry and Tim Hardaway to lead the fucking charge for you. Without Luka and Kristaps, I mean, it's just not gonna. It's not gonna happen. It's not plausible. Those guys are not gonna be able to step up. I'm not saying they're not good, solid NBA players and role players. I'm just saying that they're not that next level it players. You need a squad around you in today's NBA. You're not gonna can't just slop a couple stars together in a bullshit supporting cast and think that you're gonna go far. So that's just my opinion, though. I'm not. I did bet the Mavs coming out of the bubble. Coming into the bubble, there's a few matchups where I thought the Mavs, we're good and exceptional right now. They're completely undersized. They only have fucking Maxi Kleber as a big right now. They have the only other big they have is Marjanovic. Dude's like 7'3", but they don't even give him any minutes. They give that dude gets like maybe 5 minutes, fucking like 7 minutes of playing time. Even when they just don't play him. I mean, that's in his garbage time. He only gets garbage time minutes. Hardly ever plays. When he does, he's just kind of a big body to send out there. He's not doing anything for you. He's not super effective offensively. Not a super effective on the defensive end. He's not blocking all these shots. He's not this huge, monger down low. I don't know, man. Just a big body to put out there. He's a rebounder. They're undersized. Luka is gonna have to do everything. He's young. He's new. Him and Kristaps, they're just not gonna be able to figure it out. Anyways, we'll move on from that though. The Jazz plus 2. That shit was ridiculous. I can't account for coaches sitting their fucking starters for the whole second half in this bubble. What are we playing these games for? What are we doing out here? It doesn't make any sense. And if you are gonna sit them, do what Luka and Kristaps did and just sit the whole game. Why? You have people. It's just annoying as fans. I know they don't care about our bets, and as bettors, they're not worried about our money. But even as fans, like the NBA to be scheduling these games, it should have only been a few games. And then straight into playoffs, because now all of a sudden we have these games that teams aren't even going to be fucking playing really, and we're watching a bunch of D-League players suit up in NBA uniforms for no reason, and it's not fun to watch these fucking slop fests. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. It annoys me. When I wager my money on a contest too, I'm expecting, what the lineup is and what it says and what the normal amount of minutes are for a player. I'm expecting that to be around the norm of what's going to happen. So sitting a whole player second half, that happened as we thought it was going to happen later on. So later on, moving on, later on we had Nuggets plus 5.5 against the Lakers. The Lakers ended up coming back to win the game with a Kuzma. It was 121 to 121, and Kuzma hit a 3 to win the game with no pressure. Because if you miss, you're going to overtime. There's no pressure. The Nuggets didn't play their starters for the whole fourth quarter. So, I mean, they almost pulled the Jazz, but Jokic and Murray and them were playing in the third quarter. They just didn't play the whole fourth quarter at all. And the Lakers couldn't get it done. The Lakers were struggling to get it done against the Nuggets bench. They barely pulled the dub out with LeBron and AD playing the whole game. I mean, the Lakers are in trouble. The Lakers are frauds. They know it. They're in big trouble. We cashed that bet, but we didn't hit the Nuggets money line, so that would have made it a really good day. I had a max play though on Denver plus 5.5. I had 3.5 units on it. That's about as much as I'm gonna throw on the contest because I just don't like the huge swings. There's some people that like do 5 units or for max plays, things of that nature. I just don't like the huge swing. I'm a 1 unit. You know, if I'm feeling it, kind of maybe 2.5. If it's a max play, 3.5. But you know, anyways, I Lakers are frauds, man. We should have had that. If Jokic, if even just one of the starters played a couple minutes in the fourth quarter, we would have got that dub last night on that money line. So it was a plus 80 money line. I had 2 units on it. Upgraded it to 2 units because after watching the Jazz debacle, I figured that for sure Frank Vogel was gonna sit AD and LeBron for at least the fourth quarter. So just like the Nuggets did, but no, those motherfuckers played all game like it was Game 7. They're desperate to figure themselves out right now. They're number 1 in the West, and they're I don't know how they're number 1 in the West. By the way, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but this team is still trying to figure themselves out, figure their chemistry out. Who's gonna step up? I mean, you know, it's whatever, man. People who don't agree with that take, we'll see what happens come playoff time. Lakers are huge frauds, especially if they face. We've seen a huge analyst on ESPN come out and say this: if the Lakers face Portland first round, it is pretty much like that is gonna be a fucking series, man. Like the Portland can very well knock them out. I mean, and the Lakers are just. Anyways, I'm just rambling here, but those were our picks for yesterday. A little bit of annoying shit, just because you know the NBA just doing weird shit like that, fucking scheduling these games that you know necessarily don't even need to be playing. Teams are trying to avoid facing other teams first round in playoffs, so they're intentionally throwing games and you know fucking taking their starters out and letting their bench slop fest the whole fucking game. I mean, it's disgusting. It's disgusting right now. Why do that? Just you should have played the certain amount of games necessary, and then anybody who's eligible for just locked in for a playoff spot almost shouldn't even be fucking playing. I mean, I just think this shit's ridiculous, man. It's annoying. It's annoying, but you know we're gonna move on. Today I got Blazers moneyline minus 140. Also got a Reds Royals no score first inning. I will maybe add another MLB player too. That is it for the NBA today. All the other NBA games will be slop fest. This Portland game is the only game where you can expect the real lineups with the real minutes and the real effort. Anyways, rambled on enough in this video, but I am back to making these YouTube videos. I will recap. I will talk about my takes. I will give my thoughts out there. I will talk about these things, put my face out there always. Really quick, packages are $45 a month for my private picks. I send the picks out the night before or early in the morning that first day, way before all the games start. I'm up working on these picks all the time. Even if you only bet $20 a game after 2 plays, you know, after a few, you know, I'm not going to guarantee I'll hit the first 2 every time, you know, somebody new joins, but I'm saying, you know, I only have to hit a few bets for you to win that, you know, get your money back, and then the rest is just all profit. Very worth the investment. It's all insight. It's all everything. I used to buy multiple cappers packages just for my own insight. I necessarily wouldn't just blindly tail all their picks and just, you know, anytime they say something, I'm just taking it, but I would take little grains of salt from each person and then form my own thought process and then, you know, act on that. So anyways, it's just something for you guys to do as well. I think that's very beneficial for people to be able to, you know, get analysis from me and maybe, you know, form their own thought processes off ideas that maybe I bounce off you or whatever else. So with that being said, buy a fucking package and let's get it, man.